Hey, what's up, guys? Noxfox here with some more Vainglory, doing a post-match recording of my voice here because, because Mr. Superset, my buddy Rumbly, who I was recording with, had some audio problems once he got finished with our recordings for the day and kind of looked back at everything, or trying to send each other the right files and such, and it turned out Rumbly didn't have any audio. So, so doing a recording over. Yeah, so somebody out there asked me for an Adagio support video, and I've done a few before, but I haven't done one this patch yet. So here it is. We're running obviously Adagio, and then Rumbly is running the Taka, which I believe he's building CP in this game. Yeah, I'm almost certain. And so typically the idea is, you help Taka get a little bit faster clear with your B in the beginning. It's still not great. Taka already has a hard time clearing, and then CP does not make it any easier. And as you can see, we're getting bullied quite a bit already, just because of that slow clear. We weren't even able to get the shop. Rumbly's solo. And somehow I managed to pick up that kill. Just the timing of it, I guess. I'm just trying to get whatever damage in I can to help out since I'm ranged. That's one of the interesting things about Adagio, because he's a ranged support. You can kind of poke a little more. It does very little damage, but sometimes that little bit of damage makes the difference. And in that case, it ended up getting the kill. So it's good to just throw out your little green fireballs whenever you can. And once you get Storm Guard, it becomes a little more something that the enemy might have to worry about. And then typically you get some CP on him too, and then your burn becomes a little scary. And if you ever end up in a situation where it's a 1v1, you can get your burn, get your B, and you can do some okay damage. If you end up going against somebody who's kind of low, you can still pick up a kill that way. You can win a fight that way. So yeah, it's an interesting aspect of Adagio as a support, because most of the time you don't want to fight 1v1. Even, I mean, a lot of times you probably wouldn't want to fight with Adagio either, unless you're just really sure you can pick up the kill, or you just don't have anywhere to go. But yeah, you can get some damage out, which is nice, because it's not unusual to build a Shatter Glass on him, because it helps the support ability. It helps the damage boost from his B, and it helps the damage and the healing on his A. The other way to go is a Broken Myth, which I've tried before. I'm starting to lean more towards the Shatter, and I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of items that aren't good until they have stacks. Breaking Point's the same way. I don't know, they're not bad items by any means, I'm not saying that at all, but they just, I don't know, they don't suit me particularly well, I don't think. Breaking Point especially. Broken Myth, I will still get on some characters sometimes. But yeah, Breaking Point I tend to just be awful with. But yeah, so still early game, not a whole lot going on. Starting to get a little bit of damage. Looks like we're gonna pick up Arden. Yes, we did. Ringo did. Yeah, GeoPenguin doing helping us out big time with his rotations. Obviously, in that first invasion, he was just paramount in keeping things in our favor. And then right here too, it's really good. Hopefully he's not. Looks like his lane's pushed, so it doesn't even look like he's gonna be missing out a ton of farm, anyways. So yeah, really good on Ringo there. Helped us out big time, because CP Taka is a really late bloomer, which we knew. And it's something to be kind of worried about in this early game. Yeah, still slow clear. CP tends to have pretty slow clear too, unless you're using your abilities to clear. Oh no, we're going down. Yeah, I was about to say, fortunately Ringo's doing very good in lane, which he was, except he got ganked right here. But you know, it happens. Happens to everybody. Ringo's not happy about it. Nice. Yeah, so we were like, we were just waiting for Rumbly to have the opportunity to get in and pick that up. Luckily, Vox stayed around. He was not overly cautious and let us pick up that kill. And then, yeah, now we see them getting our backs, which is like, oh. Which he, let's see, yeah, he managed to pick up both, which really sucked. Even though we got there in time and we kind of tried to do our best to pick him up, we just couldn't. So even though we got Arden, he ended up getting both backs. There's a bit of a downer. Now the good thing is, so that Arden is the support, so it's not as big of a problem. I mean, you don't want anybody on the team, on the enemy team, making more money than they should be, but if it had to go to anybody, it's not as bad to go to the support. Most of the time. The biggest problem is it's taking money from us. That's like what actually hurts. But I mean, it's definitely much worse if they're taking money from us and gaining money at the same time.
Gold mine is almost full.
Nice burn down on Arden. Yeah, that's the strength of the CP Taka. He's just incredibly high burst damage. So when you catch somebody out like that, they can be in a lot of trouble really fast. I don't know, I'd like to see some more vision, especially on the backs. I think that's what I picked up that scout trap for. Because after Arden stole the backs, I think I picked up that scout specifically. Put it on the backs, but I don't know why I'm not. Maybe I'm planning to do it after clear. Go get vision, Nox! What the hell are you doing? I might have just got distracted because of the engagements and them trying. Okay, yeah, so I did manage to pick that up. Ringo didn't get to steal that particular farm. And okay, yeah, so the ult scared him off, but yeah, I think I'm still planning to put that on the backs, but there was too much kind of going on. Oh yeah, so this Ringo's like, get gold mines. Like we could try, and yeah, as you can see, it didn't work out. They just walked right over and took it very easily. It was not a good time to go for it, but oh well. So yeah, that hurt for sure. Always feels pretty bad when the enemy gets a steal like that. Nox, use your scout, that's what you bought it for! It's starting to annoy me. They're trying to steal more. Oh no, okay, no, I remember this situation. We thought it was the enemy team trying to steal. I was like, oh no wait, that's just our Ringo. So that kind of, like, I don't know. I'm guessing I got distracted again. Oh yeah, and then I just get completely trapped in the gauntlet and melted here. Just by the 3-man, just all out invade. And then now, yeah, 2 damage dealers are in a very bad position, so I'm not around. Ah. No, my friends. Yeah, so not looking great at the moment. Definitely. And then I really want to help the turret, but there's just, I can't do anything. I don't have, what do you call it? The upgraded contract. I can't even think of it now. Stormguard banner, there you go. Yeah, luckily I don't have to worry about the ult because I have Fountain in my A, and she's just fine. But yeah, I lost the turret, had gold mine stolen. It's been a rough few minutes for us in this game. Not to mention they had full clear of our jungle a moment ago. So Rumbly's trying to pick up some farm of his own, or steal some farm of his own, I should say. And even though it's a little risky, I want to get over there and try to just do what I can to help. But then the rest of the enemy team comes, he jumps in, and he's completely out of my range. And everything I had was on cooldown anyways. That was actually one of the issues we found with Adagio and Taka together. Is that Taka is all about like getting in and out, moving around a lot. And just a lot of the times, Taka would be completely out of range of any of my support. He'd be out of range of the fountain, or eventually when I build a crucible, he'd be out of range of the crucible. And of course the heal and the buff, you know, both also have very limited range. And so it made it like very challenging to try to support Taka properly as Adagio. Because on the one hand he can kind of stay closer to me, but then that puts him in more danger, which can be a big issue. Yeah, so as you can see, this push is like just destroying us for the most part. We got buffed up minions. We got minions at both turrets, which I thought was kind of odd. Fortunately, the minions at the second turret, they they weren't dropping the shield, so they weren't really doing any actual damage. I'm not even sure if you can damage the turrets out of order. It's not something I particularly try. Yeah, so usually with this build, I would want to be getting some CP pretty early, but we're just having such a hard time staying alive that I can't even think about that right now. Yeah, like as I said, the CP helps with your A and your B. I mean, it helps with everything really. But I mean, it makes your heal stronger, it makes your buff, you know, all the more effective. Nice, landed a pretty decent ult there, which kind of let us get a little more back in the fight. But then just enemy Ringo just kind of cleaned us up. Takes me down. The ult kills our Ringo. Now Rumbly's all by himself. And yeah, another ace. So we're basically just getting destroyed at this point. I finally got Stormguard. Yeah, I'm just super behind on my build. I mean, money's hurting. And like we just need the survivability, having a rough time of it. So typically I would have CP and Stormguard much earlier. But yeah, just not going well for us. So I'm not even there yet. So I do have the Stormguard though, so that's that helps a lot when trying to go for objectives and taking down turrets and things like that. And it helps you get a little more extra damage when you're doing the poking I was talking about. That's Adagio. Yeah, I don't know. With Adagio, you tend to get more auto attacks in than you would with another support. Yeah, and as you can see, still, even with like the higher focus on defensive abilities, I'm still like just squishy. I don't have armor yet, not even working on an Atlas, and I think this is where I should pick up some armor. Yeah, I'm like, I'm debating, because it's like, man, I need these other parts of my build, but I'm just gonna keep dying without armor, so just have to get it, just have to be even more defensive. Yeah, because at this point I'm like even barely doing like my usual Adagio build. Like I said, I would have the heavy prism, like typically would be my second item if things are going well. It'd be like the fountain. You get the like heavy prism somewhere in there. Either you can get it before or after, depending on what you feel like you need. And I should be going. Okay, yeah. I was headed over there to flare, and then they're like, "Let's get mini mine." It's like, okay, cool. So now I am gonna go flare because they keep just sitting around. Yep. And of course, they were just sitting there. which is why you buy flares in those situations. Right there, so I can finally finish that. Let's try to slow Ringo down a bit. This enemy Ringo is just really scary. And yeah, red just has like complete reign of the map. There's not a lot we can do about it. Yeah, there's the flare, because of course I knew they were going to be sitting somewhere waiting, because they've been doing that a lot. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get to block that. The gauntlet would have been nice. But I wasn't quite sure where it was going to land, if I was going to be in it or out it, and then by the time I could see it, like I was already hitting it. So yeah, we got some nice cleanup there. Now Taka's going to be able to pick up this, drop the heal on him, gets the burn on Arden, and just Arden has nowhere to go. So nice, so we finally get something good happening, yay! And so, we decided, since our farm is like all the way back at our base, we decided just to tank push. And I believe we go for the second turret as well. Nope. Yeah, we decided that we were going to try for it, and then we saw that they were up. I was like, nope, I'm going to get out. Had to go home. Yeah, so as you can see, like Taka, like a big part of his strategy is just to be split off from the main group and kind of sneak in and out. And so that's kind of like what's happening here. So he finally gets to me just in time for me to save him. Drop the fountain, drop the A. Keep him alive. But yeah, there's just a lot of instances where that happens. Oh, Rumbly. Oh, he's alive, he's alive. Nice. Alright, the stun lands, but damages wasn't really in position to kind of clean it up. Which it would be hard as Arden anyways. And also a little risky in that situation. Okay, I was gonna say, I should be popping Atlas, there it goes. Ugh, Arden goes down. And I don't have a chance. I don't stand a chance. Holy crap, does this not finish us? This looks like it should like kill us like outright. Yeah, so can't afford the Warhorn, go for the Crucible. I don't know, Crucible's a good option to have with a Ringo on enemy team. Also with the Gauntlet, and also with Vox. Yeah, it works good against all those enemies. Landing Vox ult, or I mean blocking the land, or landing the block on Vox's ult is the most difficult, for sure, because like as soon as that little line hits you, you're silenced and you can't block anymore. But yeah, it's a really important one if you can land it. Other than that, it's just Ringo's ult and Arden's Gauntlet. Of course, there's another flare, and of course, they're just sitting in the tri-brush. Rumbly jumps in. Ooh, he's out of the range for me to help him, and he gets just taken completely down. Luckily, our Ringo beat their Ringo, but I'm just not having a good time right now. Nope, I go down. So now it's up to Ringo to keep us into this game. He's got the Kraken and 2 enemies coming straight for him, plus a minion wave. It is not looking good, but he melts the Vox. And he's doing alright against Arden. But he still has to clear the wave and the Kraken. I'm up in 11. Rumbly just came up. Alright, cool. So we got 2 people damaging Kraken now. We have somewhat of a chance to stay in the match. Yeah, and I'm here. Look at me go. Buffing Ringo and just doing Stormguard banner damage as much as I can. And whew, we survived with maybe 1 hit left on the vein, it looks like. Possibly 2, but I mean, that next hit definitely could have taken out the vein. And so this, yeah, this, I kind of get scared right here because I picked up the Dragonheart. I want to get the Warhorn. Just for the mobility, because we just need it. Like, for one, I keep getting separated from Taka a lot, and it really helps with chasing people like Vox and Ringo. The problem is that because of the Dragon Heart, I can no longer fit flares in. So that's what I'm like. That's what I'm trying to tell my team right now. Is like I cannot buy flares, so we have to be really careful. And then as you can see, Ringo tried to backdoor us, which we spotted, and just warp back. And yeah, fortunately for that. Yeah, that actually was really good for us because Ringo did not obviously kill the Vayne. Plus now Ringo's down, which is one of the scarier members of their team, and kind of gives us the ability to move around even without the vision. Because basically we couldn't have come out from that area we were at without the flares, because it would have just been too risky. The team that we're up against just likes to sit and brush way too much for that to be a safe option. So yeah, being able to pick up Ringo right there gives us the ability. Just watch me like run, like sprint into the gauntlet. And then Rumbly, yeah. So I told Rumbly, I was like, okay, I'm crucibling, go get in. And then I crucible, and then he like still got hit by the gauntlet. He couldn't get in fast enough. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so taking out Ringo right there, bringing him down to 2 members, just gave us the freedom to move around a bit. Let me finish the Warhorn, and then I could buy flares again, which was just crucial on this team. So as you can see, getting very good cleanup here, going very well. Rumbly dived into the enemy base and was able to pick up the last member, which was really good, but now he was kind of trapped in there, but then he eventually got out. He found a way. And so we checked the timers, still looking good. We're going to keep pushing. And we actually have our minions coming up, so that's very good. It's going to help our push so much. They're aced minions. And so as long as we can do the damage we need to, there's the Warhorn, get the minions in quicker. Yeah, as long as we can do the damage fast enough before they get up, we're going to be in good shape. And the turrets are down, and the Vayne is going down. And we can't believe it. And we freaking won. Oh man. So yeah, just an like crazy comeback. All thanks to enemy Ringo, just giving us the kill at the end, kind of throwing it for his team, basically. But yeah, oh, it was a close one, and it was like rough all game, and then just kind of came back at the end there. So there, take a look at the builds. This is where I would be explaining. Well, me and Rumbly would be explaining what was going on. If we still had our audio files, Rumbly, jeez, get with the program, man. Get on your game. So yeah, so like I said, this isn't typically what I would build as Adagio. I would be getting CP much sooner. I would be getting Stormguard much sooner. Yeah, it was just, yeah, I had no CP this match because I just had to try just everything I could to keep the team alive. But we won. Surprisingly, I don't know where. So yeah, very cool match. That was a really fun match, really exciting there at the end. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in the next episode. Take it easy, guys. Later. Bye.